All right. So I really didn't have. Maybe I should have the. There we go. Oh God, no spotlight. Probably not the best lighting, but this is just, I guess, an update for my YouTube channel. Honestly, I'm retired from YouTube. I let my I let everything lapse. I just really haven't had the energy to do it. But I'll still give you guys updates every once in a while. For those that are still there, those that are still following me. By the way, you all are super wonderful for doing so. I'm just a dude now. So, over the last few months at least, I've just been doing my normal hobbies other than streaming. Like now I can actually afford to do things, so I can afford to play D&D and have it at home every Sunday. I know you guys would probably like to see a D&D stream, but Cassie definitely doesn't want to run a game that's a streamed game. I wouldn't mind, but it's just not in the cards considering how difficult it is to get any kind of schedule for any kind of Dungeons and Dragons game. But I've also been putting together oodles upon oodles of Gundams and other plastic model kits. Recently, I've been putting together a set I don't really recommend. There's this like Dragonar 4-pack, and I originally thought it would be just like the Gundams, but no, all fucking 4 of them need glue. So there we go. All of them now are. I've assembled 3 out of 4, and whew, I don't have good ventilation in the room that I assemble them in. So, but I'm only using a little bit of glue, and thankfully it dries super quick. And I keep on looking at my TV screen when I shouldn't. I've also just recently went through having bronchitis, which sucks. If you're wondering what I did during my time having bronchitis, it was mainly just watching TV shows. Oh, by the way, if you guys have Netflix, Dorohedoro, that's Dorohedoro. It's really hard to describe the show because it's really, really weird, but it's got an interesting world to it. And, I'd heard good things about it in the past, so I took a look, and yeah, it's pretty dope. Plus, the main protagonist of it has the same voice actor as the main protagonist to Yakuza Like a Dragon, or if you live in Japan, Like a Dragon, Like a Dragon. Yeah, I learned that interesting little tidbit that it's in Japan. It's always called Like a Dragon, and they just added it for part 7 here. Anyway, yes, this is word vomit because I'm not scripting this. This is just me, I guess you could say, kind of doing my therapy. And excuse the coughing. I'm not going to edit that shit out because I'm not going to spend any extra time on this. I just haven't really had the gumption to put together any videos or to really do any more streaming or anything like that because it just wasn't enjoyable to me anymore. Like, I barely even play video games anymore because my brain has now associated it with work and stress and being lonely, and now I can barely play video games anymore because now playing video games are associated with work and stress and being lonely. So I don't play video games in front of my wife. Like, if I do, it's usually on my phone and when she's asleep. So, yeah, I just don't have the heart in it to play video games that often, although I am still excited for the new Pokemon game. Because it has, 3 stories, unlike a lot of the others where it was just, to be the very best. better not go too much into it since I'm not monetized. I don't have any way of recouping that. Um, but anyhow, I am really excited about that. No, I'm not going to do Pokemon videos when that comes out because again, I just don't have I don't have it in me for streaming video games anymore. I thought, blah, wow, I spat a little bit. I thought of maybe doing some just talk to my audience kind of streams from here on out, but I just don't find myself with the extra time, at least not consistently, to make it a regular thing. And also, I don't really have an easy way of doing it that doesn't involve sitting in the same room as my work computer, because I now work from home, which was the whole reason why I originally started the YouTube channel to begin with, so I could have an option to work from home. So if I ever had to move again, which I proceeded to have to move 13 times from the time I started my goddamn channel. Thanks everyone who took me in and then was like, oh, I don't feel like having you live here anymore. Well, fuck you. I have my own house. You can't say that anymore. Yeah, that I'm still reeling from that almost 2 years later that I own this fucking house. But yeah, I'm just like, I know you guys are going to be saying, come on, please come back. We miss you. It's going to continue being like this sparse, random shit. At least for the moment anyway. Just because I, like, really the only time I know for a fact I'm always home is maybe Mondays. And not even in the evening anymore. Although, the main reason I was doing Monday evenings was because Cassie was always at work on Monday evenings when I started doing that, except for the times where she showed up as an extra face for Mask Mondays. But I just don't enjoy... I haven't even logged into Champions Online in like a year. Like this year, last year's, what's it called? Anniversary of the game came and went. This year's anniversary of the game came and went. Didn't even log in. They haven't added anything substantial enough to the game to warrant me coming back. Like, it's all either a fucking loot box or a fucking loot box or a 2-week fucking a 2-week event that I'll have maybe about 30 seconds of playtime during the event to play, and no one I know will be on. And yeah, I just can't. I can't. And I thought of trying to go and start playing Final Fantasy 14 now, because I start playing that, either someone will be like, hey, I'll play with you, and then proceed to not ever be on anytime I log in. I'm calling someone out. They know who they are. But, it's also the fact that last time I played, it was 2 days out of the entire period that I had set up for. Because I was just so randomly on. Like, I can only really go back to any kind of MMO if I have a full 8 hours or something worth of open free time that's not going to be interrupted by, wanting to spend time with my wife. Because that's the main thing here. I'm getting a lot more enjoyment out of spending time with my wife than anything else. Gosh. So much good coming from just spending time with her. And yeah, my voice is trashed right now because tail end of bronchitis, had to call out most of last week because of it. And goodness gracious, life has changed a lot since I started this channel. Like, a lot. Like, if you look at when the channel was originally created, it was originally just made to log in so I could say, oh, hey, I am an adult. I would like to watch this, comedy video that says you have to be an adult. So please let me fucking watch this comedy video. And then I just kept the fucking thing going. And then 3 years after that, I released my first video. Lunch with DJ Winza, I believe. Yeah, that was it. Lunch with DJ Winza. Then it was the backstory of intern Susie, and then it was the video where I recommended a whole bunch of other YouTubers, which, no one ever watched any of those videos. So there was like maybe 3 or 4 people that are still subscribed. But I can tell 99% of my subscribers are dead subscribers. Like, not dead as in the person is dead, but like, I am on their subscribed list and they either have not logged into YouTube in literal years, or they weren't purged during the extra account purge they did a couple years back. But, I'm actually legit. What's weird is that didn't hit me too much. Like, I maybe lost 60 subscribers. I know someone who lost like 6,000. So, made me wonder, hey, how did they get those 6,000? Probably another person I'm calling out. They'll know who I'm talking about. And I'm pretty certain another person who I'm not afraid of calling out, because, I've got a much better life than they do, who definitely paid to get views, definitely paid to get subscribers, lost almost their entire subscriber list. Like, there was maybe enough to still have monetization after that, because almost all of their subscribers were ones they paid for. But, they're a no-talent hack with no personality and nothing but the finest of ingrained steroid balls. But roid rage, that's what the term I was looking for. Yeah, I'm being catty. Fuck you all. Yeah, this is stuff from way fucking earlier in my channel. So if you guys have been following me that long, what the fuck, dude? But I just, this is all word vomit, and next to nobody's going to watch this. If you've watched this far, comment the word splunge. That's SPLUNGE. That'll let me know you at least watched this long. Also, what the fuck, dude? Anyway, that's all I want to fucking say. It's a conversation about nothing it's a one-sided conversation about nothing. Either way, for those that are still there and actually do follow me, remember remember wherever you are, whatever you're doing, however you interrupt yourself with gas, remember that I love you all. Now, I'm going to go and watch some YouTube on my television, so I need you guys to get the fuck out of my house. And here's the button here.